Throughout history, there have been individuals whose identities and actions have left the world baffled and intrigued. From enigmatic criminals to unidentified heroes, these figures have captured the imagination of people around the globe. Join us as we delve into the stories of 10 of the most mysterious people ever known. Number 10. Satoshi Nakamoto. In the world of digital currencies, one name stands out above all others: Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto is the enigmatic creator of Bitcoin, the world's first digital currency. Nakamoto toiled in secret for years, developing and launching Bitcoin. But despite his groundbreaking achievement, Nakamoto remained an elusive figure. Then, in 2011, Nakamoto disappeared without a trace, leaving behind a digital currency revolution and millions of dollars in untraceable Bitcoins. To this day, no one knows the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto, but his legacy lives on in the form of Bitcoin, a currency that has changed the world forever. Number 9. The Poe Toaster. In the dead of night, on Edgar Allan Poe's birthday, a mysterious figure would appear at his grave. Known as the Poe Toaster, this enigmatic individual would raise a toast to Poe's memory before vanishing into the night. For 70 years, the Poe Toaster kept this annual tradition alive, capturing the imagination of Poe enthusiasts around the world. But then, in 2010, the Poe Toaster failed to appear, breaking the streak of mysterious tributes. Since then, the identity of the Poe Toaster and the reason for their sudden disappearance have remained a mystery, leaving Poe fans to wonder if the tradition will ever be revived. Number 8. The Umbrella Man. On that fateful day in Dallas, during John F. Kennedy's motorcade, one figure stood out from the crowd. Known only as the Umbrella Man, he was the only person carrying an umbrella on a clear and sunny day. As the shots rang out, the Umbrella Man was seen lifting his umbrella high into the air, leading to speculation about his involvement in the assassination. Some theories suggest that the Umbrella Man used his umbrella to signal the shooters, while others believe he was protesting against Kennedy's father, Joseph Kennedy, who had been an ambassador to Britain and had supported appeasement policies in the lead-up to World War II. To this day, the identity and motives of the Umbrella Man remain shrouded in mystery, adding yet another layer of intrigue to the events of that tragic day in Dallas. Number 7. The Face of the Seine Woman. In the 1880s, the River Seine in Paris, France, held a secret that would captivate the world. A beautiful woman's lifeless body was pulled from the waters, her identity unknown and her story a mystery. Struck by her ethereal beauty, the coroner made a decision that would immortalize her in history. A wax plaster mask was created from her face, capturing her likeness for eternity. Decades later, her face found a new purpose, becoming the most kissed face in history as it adorned CPR dolls around the world. Though her true identity remains a mystery, the Seine woman's face lives on, a symbol of beauty and intrigue for generations to come. Number 6. The Legend of Dan Cooper ****. In 1971, a man known only as Dan Cooper stepped onto a plane and into the annals of history. Cooper hijacked a Boeing 727, demanding $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. With his demands met, Cooper parachuted out of the plane's rear staircase into the night, disappearing without a trace. Despite a massive manhunt and extensive searches, neither Cooper nor the cash were ever found. To this day, the true identity and fate of Dan Cooper remain one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in aviation history, leaving behind a legacy of intrigue and daring. Number 5. The Man in the Iron Mask. In the depths of the Bastille, there lived a man whose identity was hidden behind a mask of iron. The mysterious prisoner wore his iron mask at all times, his face concealed and his voice silenced. For years, he remained locked away, his only identity a number in the prison's records. Speculation ran rampant about who the masked man might be. Some believed he was an important high-level prisoner, perhaps even of royal blood. But the truth behind the man in the iron mask remains one of history's greatest mysteries, his identity lost to the sands of time, hidden behind the cold, unyielding metal. Number 4. The Tank Man of Tiananmen Square. In 1989, during the Tiananmen Square protests in Beijing, one man stood alone in the face of tyranny. Known only as the Tank Man, he bravely blocked the path of a line of advancing tanks, a symbol of defiance against oppression. Despite the overwhelming force against him, the tank man refused to move, embodying the spirit of resistance and courage. His identity and fate remain unknown to this day, leaving the world to wonder what became of the brave soul who dared to stand against injustice. The tank man's act of defiance continues to inspire people around the world, a reminder of the power of one individual to make a stand for freedom and justice. Number 3. The mysterious journey of Gil Perez. In 1593, a Spanish palace guard named Gil Perez experienced a journey that defied all logic and explanation. Perez was on duty when suddenly, he found himself in an unfamiliar place, Mexico City's Plaza Mayor. Confused and disoriented, Perez informed the authorities that the governor of Manila had been assassinated. 2 months later, a ship arrived from the Philippines, confirming Perez's story and the governor's death. How Gil Perez traveled thousands of miles in an instant remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries, a tale that continues to intrigue and mystify to this day. Number 2. The mystery of the Babushka lady. Amid the chaos of John F. Kennedy's assassination, one figure stood out, the Babushka lady. Dressed in a headscarf and coat, she captured the tragedy on film, standing just yards away from the president's motorcade. Despite numerous requests from the FBI to come forward with her footage, the Babushka lady disappeared into obscurity. To this day, the identity and fate of the Babushka lady remain unknown, leaving behind a haunting question. What did her camera capture on that fateful day in Dallas? Number 1. The enigma of the Zodiac Killer. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, Northern California was terrorized by a killer who called himself the Zodiac. The Zodiac taunted law enforcement with cryptic letters, claiming to have murdered dozens of people. Though he claimed to have killed 37 people, only 7 murders have been definitively linked to him. Despite decades of investigation, the true identity of the Zodiac Killer remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in criminal history, leaving behind a trail of fear and unanswered questions. For more informative Top 10 lists released daily, make sure to subscribe to Top 10 today.